Hey there, welcome to the world of trading. Today we are diving into trend breakouts and pullbacks, as you see in the chart. And these are two key concepts every trader needs to master. And in the last session I talked about the trends, the trend lines itself, and today about the breakout. And there are different things about them that we are going to cover here. And we are also uncovering the difference between valid and false breakouts, though I really don't like the word false for it, but anyway, people use it. So a valid versus a false breakout will be discussed here, and this will help you trade smarter. And let's get started. This is the chart. I'm going to decline my image here, so we go to the charts. Okay, yeah. A trend breakout happens when the price breaks through a key level of support or resistance, signaling a potential shift in the market. Imagine the price trapped in a range like here. Let's say here, it's a range, it's an upward, it's a small upward channel range, and then suddenly it breaks out. It's like water behind a dam. When it breaks free, it can unleash a powerful move. So these trends are very important to spot, which we discussed in the last session. When we found the right trend, when we could draw a correct trend line, any breakouts to that is not a valid breakout. If we spot a valid breakout, then we can say that breaking down thing is happening. So right here, let's just see it visually. We have a trend, we have a very correct trend line, which you see one touch here, one attempt here, one attempt touch here, another one here, and then here. Just to remind you, when the price reacts to a level several times, it means that level or that trend line or that whatever moving average, whatever it is, it's a static or dynamic resistance or support. When the price reacts to a level more than 2-3 times, it makes it more valid. It's a valid trend line or support or resistance. But more price tries a level makes it weaker, so it's more likely to break that level when in the like 4th or 5th try. This is what happened here, and you see the price here is here breaks the trend line, does a pullback, and then a massive short rally starts. So this was a rally, this is a drop, okay? The drop starts after a breakout, a valid breakout from a valid trend line. This candle that breaks the trend line is also very important. If this candle is a small candle, several candles, and if it plays with the line and then breaks down, it's not a valid breakout, or maybe the trend line we have drew is not a good trend line. A good trend line shows very, very clear attempts to break, and once it breaks, it breaks strongly, like this with this candle, or these candles, or these candles. These candles are showing a strong breakout from any level. You know, for example, this can be a level. Later I will tell you that why all the shadows, especially the long shadows, are very important. This is an important level, and you see breaking out of that level is done by a massive red candle, not by several small candles like this. If a level breaks with candles like this, which is a range itself, which is a knot itself, then that level cannot be very, very important. Anyway, so we have this trend line, uptrend here, and we have the valid breakout. Also, we have a trend line here that we never broke above yet. As you see, we have a trend line on a small time zone, and you see there is a break here. We still cannot say if it's valid or not. I'm going to talk about more about what is a valid breakout, but I just want to show you it's ongoing. So this is when we start speculating if it's a valid breakout or no. Okay, let's let me check if I haven't forgot anything. Okay, here breakouts often occur after consolidation. Like here, you have a rally here, then you have some kind of consolidation. This is a daily chart. If you go to a 4-hour chart, you will see it's better that price. You see, this is the rally, but here started to consolidate for a while, and then the breakout happens. So they are just like kickstart to a new trend, as I told you here. After a breakout, the price often pulls back. This is what we say the pullback. Actually, let me draw it here. You see, this is the move that the price had. Not very precise, sorry. And this is the breakout, okay? This is the breakout, and this is the pullback. Let me make it more accurate. Okay, so if I just, let me hide the price and just look at these things. This is the trend line, this is the yellow line is the trend line, this is the price action, this is the breakout, this is the pullback. The pullbacks are not always exactly to the line. That was a very, very perfect pullback. Actually, let me delete this now, and you see that that was a really perfect pullback. Later in our next sessions, I will tell you where this pullback can end, but any attempt to the trend line would be good for us. Imagine this is the price action, this is the trend line, this is the trend line, this is the price action, this is the breakout. This is a normal pullback to the trend line. As you see, it can't be like this as it is here, but it can be just like this, and there is no problem with that. It just shouldn't go above the last high that we had. Okay, I delete these to distract you, and let's move on with this. So what makes a breakout valid? As now we have said, there should be a good trend line. First of all, a good trend line can break valid. A wrong trend line is not supposed to break perfect, so it wouldn't be a valid breakout. The momentum is important. The momentum is, it's a parameter. It's something that we measure the power of trends. So if we say rally like this, if it's very clear, if it stands out, if you obviously can say it's a rally, it's going up, and it's not just, you know, consolidating like this. Here you have, for example, let's have one higher high here, but when you look at the big picture, yes, it went high, but this cannot be a good trend line, because just two picks, and one of them higher than the previous one, it is not enough. It needs this to happen, so we can say it's a trend line. Okay, so the movement, the momentum of the trend should be strong. Also, you can get some confirmation from volumes. I do not use volumes. I don't like to use too many indicators, oscillators, put all of them on the chart, and you know, it distracts me sometimes. I think it will distract any trader, but some people are very good with too much information. So volume, if you have high volumes on trading in a time zone, then it can tell you that any trend line based on those highs or lows is a valid trend line, and any strong breakout can be a valid breakout as well. So the chart should look clean to you. It shouldn't be, you know, messy and too many confusion. It should stand out. It should be distinguished. If it is distinguished, if you clearly can say there is a trend line, then there can be a trend line. Like here, you can see it comes down. Any upward is just a correction. This is a trend. This is a correction. This is a trend. This is a correction. This can be a trend now. Or in the minor trend, in the correction itself, if you go to 4-hour chart, it will be a trend itself. Okay, and if you look at this is a trend, and this can be a valid breakout. Not yet. We have to be patient. We have to be patient to see. And by the way, this is the US dollar index chart. If it breaks below this level, then it means the downward, the downtrend is continuing, and it doesn't mean good for dollar, because you see we have in a bigger time frame, we have a very big consolidation range, trading range, which if it breaks below this, it means that a new downtrend is started, and it can mean bad things for the world economy. Actually, the gold can rise again. Uncertainty is rising probably. Anyway, so we talked about the trend lines again. We talked about breakouts and what is a valid breakout, how we can spot them, and after a valid breakout occurs, you can expect the trend reversal, which is very important for us as traders. And false breakouts are like, you know, when you do not break strongly, or I mean, you do like this. Imagine this line wants to be broke. If it breaks like this, it's a valid breakout. Okay, but if it breaks like this, then I think that we have to redraw this line to somewhere like here, because I need this. I need a strong, clear breakout, and then after that I need this, which is the pullback. The pullback can be to the, this is a dynamic resistance. Okay, this line that I have drawn here is a dynamic resistance. This line is a static resistance. Okay, sorry, it's a support because it's below the price. Anyway, this is a static level. This is a dynamic level. Why it's dynamic? Because when I move on the line, on the yellow line, when I move on this, the price changes. But here, when I move along the level, the price is always the same, which is fixed on 97.921. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. A strong breakout can be a valid breakout. A messy breakout is not a valid breakout. A breakout without a pullback is not a valid breakout. A breakout with a pullback, clear and certain, can be a valid breakout. And when you spot a valid breakout, you can get into trade in the reverse direction of the previous trend. This is the reason it's very important. So what you do is you try to draw a right and perfect trend line. Then you wait for the breakout. If you're still in the trend, if it started from a breakout from a previous trend, then you can get into that trade as well. So every time it gets to the level again, gets to the, like here, gets here, or tries to get here, and you see a breakout below, it means the trend is continuing itself. Okay, so here you can still keep in the direction of the previous breakout. Let me show it here. You're going up, I see this, I see, okay, let's see if the line breaks, but it goes like this. Then here I can say, okay, I have a new high, so the trend is going to continue, so I get into long positions. Again here, with these two candles together, okay, maybe it's going to break the trend line, which is now here. When I'm here, the trend line is like this. So I wait, I come here, I see, oh my god, this is a messy breakout, it's not a valid one, and it pullbacks. But then these two candles, this is price action that I'm telling you, these two candles are not a good follow through. It's not a good follow through, and we need good follow through to be certain, and this is not a good follow through, so we don't get into short position here. With this candle, we again can get into long position because we broke above this level now. So it goes up again, and also we correct the trend line with this shadow. Okay, and here again we try it, we get through, we don't break it, and we see the breakout. Okay, now we saw the breakout. Do we get into short positions? No, we wait till the line, or I will tell you what levels later in next videos. I will tell you what levels can be supply levels to, so you can sell after a rally. You have to sell on a pullback, can be perfect like this, or it can be to certain levels that we can get into short positions. And you see, if you get into short position, then you can enjoy this drop. And again, in the drop, you try to draw another line, another trend line. First you do it with this top, then you see, no, this is not a good breakout, this is a false breakout or not a valid breakout, because it goes up, the candle is not bad, but the it's more than it is more than a pullback. It's not a pullback actually. Yeah, it's again back into the drop trend. Okay, so we correct it from this week, we take it to this week, to this shadow, and after breaking below this level, we get into short positions again. And here we see consolidation, we see more green lines, so we can TP that, we can take profit from that position and wait to see if this level breaks, which no, it didn't. And here with this gap, actually, when we see this gap and this breaking below the previous low and the gap, we can say, okay, we can get into short positions again, but wait, we need the pullback again. and most of the gaps are supposed to be filled. So you see these two candles are doing the pullback, and again we can, after this red candle which engulfs the body of the green candle, we can get into another short position and enjoy it till the close of this green candle. Why here? Why not here? Because we cannot know. You don't know what is the next candle. It can continue, so you keep your position, but next candle is something like this. So here you see a very, very bullish candle. So it is a pullback which can be up to this trend line that we have drew, or it can be even a reversal. So both ways, both scenarios, you have to get out of your position, which was short from here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed and you found this video informative and useful for yourself. Again, just to remind you a few things: avoid trading in low volume periods. It can be time zones that you can master over time. I will tell you more about those things. I will tell you about everything that I know, but it takes time and it takes different sessions about different things you have to speak. Trend lines are the basics of things, and my strategy is divergence. Actually, this is price action that I told you today, but I'm going to tell you about divergences once we had enough information about the concepts, the main concepts. So, and don't forget, use multiple time frames. You need to have a multi-time frame picture of the chart. It's very important. When you see a breakout, when you see a pullback, when you see levels, it's very important to go one time frame up, one time frame down. I will tell you about more time frames and the sequences of them. And watch for key levels when you are drawing a trend line. There are key levels like support, resistance that you have to take care of them. They can be used for pullbacks, they can use for breakouts. The breakouts can happen on key levels. For example, this is definitely a key level that rejected the price. You know, if it wasn't a key level, then we would go below that. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your company. I really appreciate if you drop me a line in comments. If you give me a like, it will be very good. I can find more friends, and please be subscribed and wait for next videos. I'm going to post more videos every week, hopefully. Thank you so much. Goodbye.